I know. God is the same God for everybody, basically. But so where does just because I'm a Christian, so I'm
Yeah.
figuring out where I land in there. Um, is Jesus your savior then, or is he's more of a prophet, or how?
Yeah.
Because it,
No, that's a great question.
yeah,
So, like me personally, I told you like I kind of had these hangups with Christianity when I was younger.
right,
Mm.
And then as I learned some of these different Baha'i kind of concepts, like the heaven and hell and some things like that, I realized I did have kind of an anger and a bias, but I also felt like my anger and bias was kind of rooted in I was taking the interpretation of Christianity from the people around me who were telling me this is the way, it is the only
Right.
way. And then when I heard some different Baha'i perspectives, I was like, no, that's not the only way. There's some other ways of looking at this. And for me, that kind of healed me to the point where, so at that time period when I was like 25 and I learned all that, but my ex-wife and I, we decided to raise our family Christian. So I didn't become a Baha'i when I was 25. I actually became Christian, actually
Mm.
and I accepted Jesus as my savior. And I joke, I only became Christian because of another religion.
Okay.
But
interesting,
it's interesting because that other religion's goal is to heal people and help
Right.
them see and
right,
appreciate the other religions. So, and so you cannot be a Baha'i if you don't accept Jesus as the Son of God and the source of the truth that he brought at that time period and so forth. And what I like to say is that just like Christians, don't say it necessarily, but I think they love and respect Moses, even though it's not something you commonly hear. But the Ten Commandments and all that, you wouldn't throw out what Moses did.
right.
Right.
But
It
Christ
was built
came
on it.
and right, it built on it, and that's
Mm.
my view of what the Baha'i Faith is doing there.
Which is interesting because Jesus did quote the older scriptures many times,
Right,
even in the newer test or the New
right,
Testament.